Yeah, I just saw a YouTube Let's Play, like the start of it, in Japanese, and it was just like so powerful to like because one of the things that was really great about Bluebeard's Bride is how woven in the safety mechanics are
Hmm.
into the game, and the same thing is true for uh, Alex Roberts' Starcrossed, because and with Alex Roberts for the Queen, like the X card. I love games that bring in safety and like as part of the fiber of the game because it makes everything like more comfortable,
Yeah.
right? And also it allows you to play more deeply and freely because I think people, especially with a a story that's not personal to them. Like one of the people who so graciously played our game, um, Jamie at Temporal Hiccup, he played the game even and ran it and hosted it, even though they were not Jewish, but because of the safety mechanics and like the way we kind of structured the game, where it's like a slow reading of a text and like helping usher people in and give them a shared story to begin with, like people feel more comfortable sinking into a story they might not be so familiar with, and it's those games that are just super inspirational. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of designing my first. Well, it's not. I'm in the middle of designing a tabletop role playing game, and it's a divorce slash breakup game. And I did get feedback. So we did like our first play test, which we recorded for my podcast, and the feedback I got was from someone who is a friend and who is divorced, who said, so weaving the safety mechanics into your game is probably really smart for you to do. And so I was like, yeah, okay. So I paused all my design process to like just start absorbing safety mechanics in other games, some of the ones you named and other ones that are out there. But the fact that they're included is a part. So which safety mechanics, for folks who are maybe watching, did you end up including in this game?
Yeah. So we took a kind of a pretty wide approach to that. Both Ben and I have our sort of favorite safety tools. So we have a section in the book called Playing Safely where we introduce several and we kind of let the group sort of decide. They know that these are all available to them, they can use. So one, which is really simple but powerful, especially for a game that deals with really could deal with intense themes, is the open door policy. So just from the beginning, reminding everyone that you're not trapped into this experience, and if you need to or want to leave for any reason, go do that. No one's going to judge you. The X card, which I know can be controversial and people have mixed feelings about it, but personally, I found it very powerful as a player, and so we wanted to include that as an option. Lines and veils, which also I found really useful. As a person who doesn't like gore, the veil is my favorite tool to be like, please, let's veil gore. I love that tool. And we also kind of borrowed from the, trying to remember now, it's the flower, what's it called? Remember
Safety
Ben?
flower.
The safety flower, that's right. Trying to remember who it's by, but we kind of pulled from the safety flower, and we have this idea of not enough or too much to help people sort of just reflect back to the group. Okay, I like where this is going. I want to do more, or this is too much for me. But what I'd say is actually has kind of become the breakout star of our game is a mechanic we introduced. And I didn't even think of it from the beginning as a safety tool, but it's become incredibly valuable for that purpose. And it's this mechanic called wait, 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 which really is sort of a representation of a conversational tool used in my family, and I think I could speak for many Jewish families, which is this sort of like meaningful interjection, right? The loving, respectful, but important interjection that you as an individual want to make into the conversation. And other people, introverts or people who often have trouble sort of speaking up in games have told me that they find this tool really powerful. Basically, you can either say or sort of gesture that you want to make a suggestion or ask a question, and you can use wait, wait, wait to ask a question about gameplay or to make a suggestion for a character. It's really permissive. And so people have told me that empowers them, or they know they have a tool now they can use to bring something up. And I laughed when I heard that, because I was like, oh, that's just what I'm like all the time. I basically just sort of took my own conversational style, for better or for worse, and put it into this game. But people have told us they really, really like it. And it's become a safety tool, right? Because what you may want people to wait about could be something you're not comfortable with, or, it really has become like sort of the safety tool has become kind of the catch-all in our game, I'd say.
Yeah. And this game, Benjamin, is like designed not only for like gamers, like it's designed for like families as well. So we wanted to like have really graceful mechanics. And the wait mechanic is partly inspired by Script Change by Brebo Sheldon.
Who's, by the way, that's my guest next week. I just want to throw that in there real quick.
Oh, wow.
Really?
That's the guest next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. They're a quick commercial. Go ahead, keep going. Sorry. That's my wait. I want to make sure I know. Say that's our guest next week.
Wait. And I was recently playing Wander Home by Dre Dragon, and I loved how Jay like has different prompts for wait. Well, yeah, and I just think Script Change is such a great tool. And one of the things that it's inspired by is in one of the early versions of our game, we had a character that was a rabbi.